Yeah, here we go. Yeah! Yeah, that's it. Hi guys, Yuri here again. Welcome to YB Plays Music. So it's that time again. It's time for another reaction to Dimash Qudaibergen. And this time I'm going to react to Olympica slash Ogni Pietra. Apparently that's the same song. I don't know if it's just different languages. I'm not sure. I don't know the lyrics, don't know the song. And there are multiple versions that you guys prefer apparently. And I asked in a poll on my channel which one you would prefer me to react to, and you preferred that I would react to all three of them in one video, so that's what I'm going to do. That said, because I'm going to react to all three of those versions, I'm going to put timestamps in the description so you can choose which one you want to watch. If you want to watch all three of them, that's even better, of course, because that only helps me and my channel. Alright? Also, this is not the first reaction that I do to Dimash. I have other reactions to him already, and the links for those videos will also be in the description down below. So, which are the three versions that we have? The first one is one that's posted on Igor Krutoy's YouTube channel, and there's a little bit of information in the description there. He says, "Dear friends, I want to present to your attention a composition Olympico slash Ogni Pietra, written for my friend, incredibly talented Dimash Qudaibergen. And the lyrics are done by Lilia Vinogradova. I hope I pronounced that right. So that's the one that we're gonna watch first. Then we're gonna watch the FANCAM version, which is apparently from the same concert in 2019. I believe it was in New York, called the Arnaud concert, something like that. But it's apparently more close-up of his face, as far as I read. And then the third version is the 2021 version that Dimash posted on his own YouTube channel. So, and that will be the last one. And just before we start off, guys, I don't usually ask this in the beginning of the video. Normally it's at the end. But I tried to get to 10k subs before the end of 2021, and we're in November. So it's almost that time. So if you want to help me, just click that subscribe button down below. You will help me a ton with that in growing the channel, of course. That said, guys, I think we are ready to start this reaction. I'm very, very curious because this one has been suggested quite a lot as well before. I'm excited. Let's watch the first one on Igor Krutoy's channel, and I believe there are subtitles, and I think for the first time you will see the subtitles because I'm recording my screen actually, which I usually do not. Ready, set, here we go. There's a big arena. There he is. And his in-ears. Oh, grandiose intro. Ooh. Strong beginning. Man, what a strong performance. Strong operatic performance here. And dramatic lighting as well, actually. Going in the low register. I like the chord progression as well. Oh, there are dancers behind them. I didn't notice it right away that there are dancers behind him. He has some kind of long robe which he wears right now. I don't really know what the reasoning behind the choice of outfit is again, but it's a pretty dramatic lighting so far. And he starts off pretty much in his lower register, I think, when it comes to his operatic sound that he makes right now. And I like the chord progression so far. Yeah, let's return a little and move on. Here we go. Yes, that's a recognizable sound. Here the change is. No more in the upper register. Yeah, that guy, the exact reaction. Like, it's so unreal when he sings. And this guy, let me see where if I can pause it on the right moments. This guy, look at this. Yeah, he knows exactly how good he is. Exactly my face. Let's move on. Oh, so that is how the thumbnail is made for this video. That's nice. Those are the dancers that are holding the lights. That's a nice effect because, I mean, it's a coincidence because I'm a dancer as well, and I dance in formation myself, and it's nice to see the effects using the lights as well. You don't really see a lot of the dancing that is going on right now, but that's the point, of course. That's, of course, probably why they wear black clothing and why they use the lights. That's such a nice image. Alrighty. Let's return. I hear a little guitar in the background. Electric distorted guitar. He's always so believable. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Yeah! Yeah, that's it. Oh my god. It's pretty interesting that if you have seen a couple of videos of his, you know that there is something special coming every time. Always, always. What I do notice is the camera that is focusing on him has a little bit of shake in it. And you notice it sometimes when he's focusing on his face. What I do wonder is, but it's not, it's from an aesthetic point of view. And it's most clear when you see the top-down view on him. There is like green rectangular lighting on him, like some sort of lasers on where he stands. Don't know what for that is or for which reason that is, but that's something that I noticed as well. Oh yeah, what I was about to say is that he always is able to live so much in his moment, in these moments where he performs. He's being a great actor in every performance that he gives. It's always so true and so, how should I say it? You see, he takes it very serious. his performances. He's in control of everything. His charisma, his voice, his performance. He has everything under control. And he takes it very seriously, is what I get from his performances. Everything is so much lived, and I don't know. It's so great. So great. Yeah, you see the shake here. Nice background vocals. That's such a strong operatic voice. Nice choreography. Yeah, you see the green lighting around him. Don't know what that's for actually. And that's a nice choreography from the dancers as well. Don't really know what the song is about, but it's always so cinematic as well. Not only the visuals, but also the sound. It's like there are a couple of songs that I watched from him that have a lot of potential to be like in some kind of fantasy movie. You know? Let's move on. Oh, so much power. A little softer, a little bit higher and higher register again. It's so good at building. Again. Yeah! Oh, Jesus Christ. What? Yeah. Oh my God. That's incredible. Again, those notes. Meanwhile, I already heard him sing a couple of notes like that before. I mean, you know that there is a note coming, but it's still so incredible. So guys, this was the first version. I'm now about to watch the FANCAM version, and I think that the audio quality in the first one is better from what I've read, but that this is clearly more on his face. So let's watch the second one, the FANCAM version. Here we go. Oh, this is clearly from the crowd. Yeah, you see him living through it. Yeah. Such a strong voice. Oh, you know what I mean when I said like he always lives through those moments. His technique. So much control. He doesn't blink. Yes. And softly going into that part. I have goosebumps. Man, his technique is flawless. Here it is, in this version, it is easier to see what technique he uses because it's focused on him all of the time here. So like, I know there are a lot of reaction channels that react to Dimash, and there are a couple of like vocal coaches that react to him as well. And for them it's probably a nice version to look at because they can literally see how he forms his vowels and mouth and everything else. So here it's more clear to see that, and it's not switching between different angles, although the first video looked nicer in a cinematic perspective and an aesthetic perspective, but this one could be more educational if you want to see how he uses his technique. Let's move on. So much widening of his mouth and the articulation. So good. So focused, so focused. He really feels it. You saw that moment where he did like he wanted to go into that moment. He really felt it. So nice. Here. He watches and then, yes, let's go into it. Build the suspension. Yeah, he really looks intimidating like this. There's a lot of chord transitions. Key changes. Going through the climax. Let's go! Such a powerful ending again. Oh, and here he, you see him a little bit after the performance. That's nice. He thanks the fans in the crowd, and he removes his in-ears. That's nice. Yeah, that's something that we didn't see in the first video. Although it's the same concert, from what I've read, I think so. It's the same clothing and everything. So, but I'm glad that I watched the first and this one. I'm pretty curious how the one from 2021 was. So let's check that one out as well. Let's see if Dimash gave a little bit of information on this one. This was on January 16th. On the Dimash digital show, online concert was held on the Tixer streaming platform. Dimash Qudaibergen opened it with the composition Olympico. What I did notice is that in some versions Olympico is written with a Y and in other versions with an I. Don't know if that gives a difference, but don't know why that is. So the Dimash digital show is the first global performance of the Kazakh singer since the beginning of the global pandemic. An international team of 140 people worked on the organization of the online concert where modern television and virtual technologies were integrated. Yeah, okay, so there's no crowd here, I assume, because it's an online concert. I'm pretty curious for this one. In the last one there weren't any subtitles. In the first there were, and in this one there are as well. But I think, from what I've seen, there were Italian subtitles, and I've changed it to English, but I don't know how accurate it will be. Alright, yes, let's see this last one. I hope you guys have a good time. It's the third reaction on this song from Dimash. I mean, from Igor Krutoy, but made for Dimash. Creative Center presents. Let's see. Looks nice and it sounds nice. Nice the sign on his ears. There's the little sounds in the background. There's a little more, ooh, the distorted guitar sound in the back. Oh. Oh, I like all the instruments that are included in this version. Oh God. It's like a video clip. You hear the guitar more clearly than the other ones. I like this. I like, you hear more of the details in the music. Like in the beginning, you hear the guitar more, you hear background noises a lot clearer than in the other ones. And that's probably also because it's without a crowd. So the sound can be very, very high quality without being disrupted by any other distractions, let's say. Yeah, this sounds very nice. Let's move on. I like a little bit of rock. It's almost like a video clip. It's backstage, I think. Yes. Yes. Hey, wait. Wait a little minute. Is this performance the same? Or is this concert the same that I reacted to in the live stream from SOS? I think so. I recognize the area that he's in, or the platform that he's in, the stage, and his clothing. It is the same, right? Let me know. I think so. let's move on. This is so hyped. This is so hyped. I'm so glad that I watched the 3 versions because it's so interesting to see these different aspects and you hear and see different things in all 3 of them. Such a clear voice. It's also very clear that he uses different distances from his mic. When he goes louder, he goes further on from his mic, and then when he gets quieter, he comes close by to his mic. And he's so good at it. You don't really hear it. If you only listen to it, you don't hear that he has different volumes when he sings. So he's perfect at keeping his distance when it's needed and coming exactly close enough to have those intimate moments. And that's not easy to do either. Man, what a guy. Yeah, I really like the electric guitar in the background. I like that you see the live band in this one. That's something that I haven't seen before. The drummer is that the guy that does the percussion here uses a tambourine on his chest. I haven't seen that before. That's unique. That said, guys, of course the focus is on Dimash, but just wanted to say that. It's also such a grandiose song. Sound is so good in this one. Guitar. It's a motivational song, I think, if you read the lyrics. Very inspirational. It's coming! Let's go, Dimash! Yeah! Oh! Whoa! Nice work! Nice work! Nice light show as well. Wow! Jesus. That one, in my opinion, sounded the best. And that's probably because it is without a crowd, because you can focus more on the music, the vocals, and every sound that is in the song and in the performance. This sounded the best. The first one had, of course, the whole crowd with it. I liked the first one as well. The second one, of course, like the quality of the sound and the video was for sure not as good as the other two. But what was nice in that one is that you can really see his face the whole time, and you see what he uses, and you see what he does with his vowels, with his mouth, and as such. You can see the techniques he uses, and that can be pretty handy to see. So all three of them have very strong points and different points, and I'm very glad that you guys voted that I should do all three of them in the same video. So nice. Guys, I hope you enjoyed my reaction to all three of these as much as I enjoyed all three of these doing it in one video. This will be, of course, a long video, but like I said, there are timestamps in the description, so you can choose which one to watch. Alrighty, that was this month's reaction for Dimash, and I'm not sure yet which one I'm gonna do. Let me know in the comment section below, and I'm gonna search in the other videos as well for other recommendations and suggestions, because there were a lot, of course. Okay, so guys, don't forget to subscribe so we can get to those 10k subs before the end of the year 2021. Don't forget to like, share the video if you liked it. Also, don't forget, I have other reaction videos, I have music videos and tutorials for you guys to check out. So thank you very, very much, and see you guys next time. Bye. So it's that time again for Dimash. It's that time, and there's a little bit of information there in the description, and there's a little bit of information there in this, and there's a little bit of information there in this. But I want, and yeah, I tried to go. Yes, so if you want to help me, just click that subscribe. That's why they were, or all it's more on the Dimash on the Dimash. So the digital. If you hear, if you listen to, he's at as much as I react, as much. So guys, don't forget to subscribe, like. Also, don't, so we get to that. Okay, guys, so don't share, don't to the end. So, guys,